Joining me now to talk about the rehab of the Vice President of the United States is Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana. Senator, will this work?
Well, I don't think the Vice President needs a crisis communications manager, and I don't think the taxpayer should have to pay for one. I think it's obvious what she needs with respect. She needs to stop saying stupid stuff that she can't defend. And she and the president need to stop breaking plates. I mean, in the history of ever, I've not seen a presidential administration break more plates in the first 9 months than this one. I mean, think about it, Brian. Afghanistan, inflation, defund the police, critical race theory, the border, gas prices, massive debt. And I'm not saying Republicans are perfect, but these people are crazy. If they would stop acting crazy, they wouldn't have a crisis, and then they wouldn't need crisis managers.
There are certain things, for example, if I put you on any topic, you will say something like, I don't know, if you aren't sure. You will handle it. You don't need your topics ahead of time. She seems to need her topics ahead of time. For example, an appearance at a school to promote vaccinations and voting. Here's her interaction with a student. Listen to this. I believe this is George Mason University. Watch.
But then just a few days ago, there were funds allocated to continue backing Israel, which hurts my heart because it's an ethnic genocide and the displacement of people, the same that happened in America. And I'm sure you're aware of this.
It's your voice, your perspective, your experience, your truth should not be suppressed.
Yeah, it just so happens she's not telling the truth. Genocide, Israel's committing genocide in Israel, I guess in the Palestinian territories. How's she doing when the topic isn't given to her?
Well, based on the clip you just showed, I rest my case. That was very uncool. And that's what I mean. When you're vice president, and certainly especially president of the United States, you've got to think before you speak, and you just can't say stupid stuff. Now, we all do on occasion, but not repeatedly.
Senator, right now, believe it or not, the president of the United States has 43% or 42% approval rating. Kamala Harris's is 49%. That's why they want her front and center in 2022. And you say?
Well, at the rate they're going, it doesn't matter which one of them is front and center. I just listed some of the plates they've broken. They're about to break another huge plate with this new reconciliation bill. I call it the Make America, Turn America into Cuba bill. I think a best example of neo-socialism that I can think of. And once the American people realize that the vice president and the president want to convince them that it's in America's interest to have $4 trillion in new spending, $2 trillion in new taxes, and $2 trillion in new debt, and tax, spend, and regulate America into neo-socialism, right. I think nothing's going to help them in 2022.
Senator, here's what I fear, though. If you tell someone I'm giving you free preschool, if you tell someone I'm giving you free junior college, if you tell someone I'm going to give you free school lunch, if you tell someone free elder care, issues need to be addressed, yes. But if you write all those people a check, you got their votes, and we're sitting there and have to balance the books. Doesn't that worry you?
Well, first, the American people aren't morons. They don't have time to read Aristotle every day, but they get it. They know that all this is not free. Look, if I go to Target and order 50,000 truckloads of tax the rich dresses and put it on my credit card, that's not free. Duh, I've got to pay the credit card bill. And that's what the president and I guess the vice president have been saying, oh, this is all free. It's all paid for. No, it's not. We're going to have at least $2 trillion of new taxes and $2 trillion of new debt. Let me tell you how bad this bill. I've studied this bill. Now, they're still writing it, Brian.
Yep.
But the highest and best use of their Let's Turn America into Cuba reconciliation bill is to line the cages of America's parakeets and hamsters. I mean, it is spectacularly awful. it triggers my gag reflex. And the American people will figure it out. And they're not going to like it.
Yeah, they don't like being broke, and we're $28 trillion overdrawn, and we're paying the penalty. Senator, thanks so much.
You bet.